Good morning. So first, how you can define the glands? So glands is a group of the cells body that synthesize substance like hormones, sweat, saliva, mucus or the acid for release into the bloodstream or into the cavity inside the body or its outer surface. So already you talked about the classification of this gland. Here you can see this diagram. This one are the stratified squamous keratinized epithelium and this gland are the sebaceous gland. So when squeeze the sebum within the head shaft and it reach up to the surface area. So this type of this gland you can see the glandular epithelium. So these are the secretion by the sebum by the sebaceous gland. Name is given the sebaceous gland. So secretory portion by the sebum. Second slide at the goblet cell. Here you can see this empty looking space. This one are the goblet cells. So type of these cells are the unicellular and multicellular. If there is a unicellular or secretory cells of the exocrine gland discharge into the one duct. Example gastric gland and sweat gland. If compound gland जो है, there are the numerous group of the secretory cells and each group discharging into the on duct. This duct unite to form the larger duct that ultimately drain into the epithelial surface. Example parotid gland and pancreatic gland. So जो gastric gland है, this one are the tubular gland है and salivary जो gland है वो acinar gland है. Another sacculated gland है, this contain the secretory element and greatly distended are called the sacculated gland. So this one are the different type of this gland. Either it is the depending upon the mode of this shape of the secretory unit. So this one are goblet cells. So duct in the gland. Here you can see this gland. This one are the septa. In between this gland, one septa, and this one another septa. Here there is a duct within the gland. So sebaceous gland, so serous gland and mucous gland. So all salivary gland, including parotid gland, submandibular gland, and sublingual gland, they are the both serous and mucous acini. They are the tubuloacinar gland. Their secretory units are also called the acini. Secretion of these acini are drained into the duct. The acini and the duct are present in the connective tissue. The connective tissue septa divide the gland into the lobes and lobules. Here, this one are the connective tissue septa, one lobe, second lobe, third lobe. Also, it divided into this separate. This one are the blood vessels within this connective tissue, and each lobe it contains the serous and mucous acini and interconnected duct. So, what is the serous and mucous acini? The gland into the lobes and the lobules. The secretory acini can be divided into the serous and mucous acini. The serous acini of the salivary gland name is given the serous acini. These are the lined by the pyramidal cells with apical acidophilic due to the zymogen granules, basal basophilia due to the presence of the numerous rough endoplasmic reticulum. Spherical nucleus is located in the cytoplasm of the basal half of each cell. Star-shaped myoepithelial cells are also present between the serous cells and the basement membrane. So purely serous acini are the darkly stained. These one are the intercollected duct and this serous and mucous acini. Now here you can see this higher magnification. This dark stained arrow is indicate the serous acini. So serous acini is darkly stained. Shape of this acini. The cells are the pyramidal in cells. Size of this acinus, the lumen are small. Lumen of acinus narrow. Shape of the cells are pyramidal. Shape of this nucleus are rounded. Position of the nucleus are centrally. Basal part of the cytoplasm are basophilic. Apical part of the cytoplasm are acidophilic and apical microvilli present. So this one are the serous acini. Here there is another slide. Here you can see this lightly stain. This light arrow is indicate the light stain. This pointer are on the mucous acini. So mucous acini size of this acini with the diameter is larger. Lumen of the acini are wide. Shape of the cells are the low columnar shape. Shape of this nucleus are flattened and basal. Position of this nucleus at basal. Basal part of the cytoplasm less basophilic. Apical part of the cytoplasm appears spongy due to the mucigen granules and apical microvilli absent. So here this slide are the submandibular and sublingual gland. light stained are the mucous acini and darker one are the serous acini. And sometimes there is a serous demulin are seen. If mucous acini are kept by the serous cells in form of this half moon or the crescentric, the crescent shape of the structures follow this appearance, they are called the serous demulin. Here you can see this slide, these are the intercollected duct, and in here there is a serous demulin. This part are the lighter mucous acini kept up half moon shape crescentric arrangement of this serous acini. Name is given the serous demulin. So this slide are the sublingual and the submandibular gland. So here there is a predominantly mucous acini lined by these low polymer of mucous cells. The cells contain the basal place flattened nuclei. Apical region contain the mucigen granules which appear pale and formally. They are larger than the serous acini and pose a larger lumen. They are pale looking acini. So lighter stain है this one are the mucous acini and dark stain है this one are the serous acini. And half moon जो demulin से this one are the serous demulin. This one are the connective tissue septa. In between this connective tissue septa, this divide into the different lobules, one lobe, second lobe and third bone. This arrows indicate the connective tissue septa, it carries the blood vessels. And here within this lobule there is a duct. So duct are the salivary gland, there is a interlobar and interlobular duct. Can be seen embedded in the connective tissue of the lobes and the lobules of the gland. Interlobar duct can be seen in the connective tissue between the lobes and are lined by stratified cuboidal or the stratified columnar epithelium. Interlobar duct can be seen in between the secretory acini within the lobules. The interlobular duct can be divided into the intercollected duct, the striated duct. The secretory acini empty into the intercollected duct, which merge into the striated duct. Intercollected duct are lined by the cuboidal epithelium, the striated duct are lined by the columnar epithelium. The striation of the striated duct are found in the basal part of the cytoplasm of the cells. So parotid gland है, these are the general pattern of the salivary gland is maintained. The parotid gland contains the serous acini predominantly. So purely serous acini, this one are the parotid gland. Submandibular gland है. So general pattern of salivary gland is maintained. The submandibular gland contain the both serous and mucous acini. ये जो slide दिख रही है उसमें दोनों है serous and mucous acini. So this one are the submandibular gland and few serous demulins. And sublingual gland है. Here sublingual predominantly mucous acini and contain the serous demulin. So this slide are the both serous and mucous. This light stain are the mucous acini. Darker one are the serous acini. And this one are the intercollected duct, this one are the interlobulated duct. So this slide are the submandibular gland, predominantly serous and mucous acini. This arrow is indicate the serous demulin. It's a roundish part है. This one are the demulins. Because of this mucous acini, there is a half moon crescentrically arrangement of this serous acini. So this arrow round shape you can see this demulins. So demulin क्या है? Mucous acini are kept by the serous cells in form of this half moon or the crescentric shape of the structures. Following their appearance are called the serous demulin. So here there is a complete the histopractical of this glandular tissue. Thank you. This one are the both serous and purely lightly stained mucous acini. And this one are the serous and mucous acini. Here there is a both serous and mucous acini. So predominantly serous seen in parotid gland. This one are the whole cells are the darkly stained serous acini. So these are the slide of this parotid gland. Here there is a not any seen the mucous acini. Only you can see in the serous acini. So these are the slide of this parotid gland. Serous and mucous acini both. If there is a predominantly serous, then there is a submandibular gland. Predominantly mucous, then this slide is the sublingual.